this is totally wild, apocalyptic even. I'm here at the former location of CRESSMAN'S, legendary gas station and stop. First stop in the mountains on your way up to Shaver Lake and points beyond. And well, after the creek fire ripped through here, pretty much destroyed everything, as you can see. Really devastated this whole area. This is the first time I've been up here since last summer. I left Huntington Lake something like 3 days before the creek fire started and just ripped through the whole area. From here all the way up to Huntington Lake and way back into the backcountry. I can't remember what it was, something like, I want to say like 100,000 acres burned during that fire. And I've really been hesitant to come up here since then because I really didn't want to get kind of bummed out about it. But being in Prather and down at the park and ride last night at the bottom of the 4-lane, I decided, you know what, I might as well come up here and see what's what. I also want to look into a couple of some dispersed campground areas where you can just park up wherever and camp, pack it in, pack it out, leave no trace. So I want to take a look at that. And this is going to be an interesting video. I don't know what we're in for. This is just the beginning. Just getting into Shaver Lake. Nice little town. They got some amenities here, some cool places to eat. For example, up here on the left, if you're looking for that sticky, chunky bread, well, that's your spot. All your basic amenities here off to the right, gas station, convenience store, pizza, of course, and everybody that stops in Shaver stops at this little hamburger hut here. Super good burgers, shakes, and fries. Also a cool little bed and breakfast here off on the left, the Elliott House. And of course, don't forget about the Sasquatch. And nice little grocery store here, Ken's, for all your needs. But we're gonna head over here to Shaver Lake, hopefully catch the sunrise. Ah, cool. I never really noticed this before. They got a little memorial here dedicated to John Eastwood, who this whole hydroelectric project, Shaver Lake, which is behind me here, Huntington Lake up there, Edison Lake, Florence Lake, Redinger Lake, what else? Millerton Lake, all these lakes, part of this hydroelectric facility, the Big Creek Hydroelectric project. And none of these lakes would exist if they hadn't have dammed all these reservoirs up and turned them into huge ass lakes. Excuse my language. Anyways, man, it's so nice to be up here. Very strange. Right over there, charred remains on trees. Right here, beautiful paradise. So it's kind of a weird juxtaposition. Some things are burned, some things are perfectly untouched. I know the firemen really took effort to save the town of Shaver, which they did. It's all there. I'm sure there's some stuff around. A lot of houses, a lot of cabins destroyed. I know that much. But anyways, Mr. Eastwood here, well, he came up with the whole idea that all of these lakes could be formed by damming them up, and that the water coming down from the San Joaquin River high up in the Sierras here, working its way down through these series of dams and powerhouses all the way down into the valley, could be harnessed. The energy of that water could be put to work and create electricity. And boy, was he right. And well, Mr. Huntington, he took Eastwood's plans and ran with them. And Eastwood doesn't get a lot of credit for what happened over here, but he also is credited as designing the first multi-arch dam, which is up at Florence Lake. Quite a beautiful, beautiful lake, a really incredible, beautiful feat of engineering. If you ever have the time to drive up there, kind of a crazy road, single lane, logging type road. So if you're in for an adventure, check it out. All right, looks like that's the end of the line. Dinkey Creek Campground is closed, which I figured because it's the off season and who knows what else, what other excuses they're using. But there's a lot of areas along Dinkey Creek Road on the way out here to the campsite that you can just kind of pull over off to the side of the road, park up and camp there. Leave no trace, as they say, right? Pack it in, pack it out. What am I doing over here? I don't really want to camp here today, but I am doing a little bit of advanced reconnaissance for summertime. Come summertime, I am not hanging out in the Central Valley because it is horrible. It gets into the triple digits of heat, and I don't want to deal with that. I'll come up here and camp out wherever I can, especially if I can camp out in places that are free. Right here is McKinley Grove Road. That goes another 16 miles, I believe, that way to Wishon and Courtright. But as you can see, oh, my window's starting to fog up there. As you can see, the road is closed that way too. Now, I'm not saying these are the most luxurious or ideal of camping situations. You're not really gonna post up here and set up an encampment, I don't think. But it's perfectly fine just to park up here for the night, for a day, for a couple days if you want. As far as I know, that's what dispersed camping is, right? So there's a lot of these little, like, kind of like turn-offs, little dirt areas right off of Dinkey Creek Road here. And as far as I know, what I've heard over the years, you're allowed to park here and camp. And I've come out here during the summer and I've seen people just camped up here for several days. So it's kind of a cool thing. You don't have to pay. You just don't bother anybody. Don't be a nuisance. Park only on areas that look like they've been parked on before. And, you know, it's basic kind of general rules of being a good person. Don't be an a-hole. And people won't bother you. Here's another cool spot, and they even left a couch for the next people that want to camp here. I don't know how I feel about that. I do know how I feel about this. This meadow was recently damaged by careless and irresponsible four-wheelers. Tread lightly on public and private land. No vehicles beyond this point. This is another cool spot. Just right off the side of the road here. Nothing fancy, nothing glamorous. Just a spot to sleep. And it's actually paved down here.